We come to this place for magic. We listen to the Brown Boy Wonders podcast to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need that. All of us. That indescribable feeling we get when we click the play button and we go somewhere we've never been before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn together. Having dazzling guests on this great audio platform. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best parts of us, and stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here they are. Brown Boy Wonders Podcast. We make podcasting better.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. My guest and I are going to predict the 96th Oscars airing on March 10th on ABC. I'm currently wearing my suit from the Golden Globes. I know it's kind of dirty. I know it's dirty, but I'm still going to wear it. Right now, let me introduce my first guest here. He is the wickedly talented, the one and only Skyler.
The wickedly talented, one and only Dazine.
Skyler, how are you doing today?
What happened at the Golden Globes? Why is your suit dirty?
No, I'm still wearing the same suit from the Golden Globes.
Oh, this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, bro. It's good to be here. I'm glad I'm here.
Hey, nice. Well, my second guest, he's also the wickedly talented, the one and only Daniel.
The wickedly talented, one and only Dazine.
Daniel, how are you doing today?
Hey, pretty good. I misunderstood. I thought we were doing something about the Met Gala, so I'm not wearing a suit. I'm wearing a large inflatable tube sock that flails around like a Bailey buddy. I thought that this was okay, but now I feel wildly underdressed.
Hey, as long as you're wearing clothes, I'm down for that.
I don't know if this counts, but we're gonna wing it.
Or let's wing it. My last guest here, he is also the wickedly talented, the one and only Anthony.
The wickedly talented, one and only Dazine.
Anthony, how are you doing today?
Hey, Abrar, I'm happy to be here. I've got the Oscar fever, and I hope you got it too.
Hey, man, I am 100 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, man. But before we start the predictions, I do have some trivia questions for you guys. So, are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Trivia.
All right. My first question is, how many Oscars has Meryl Streep been nominated for?
Oh, nominated for it. That's okay.
All of them.
Yeah, sure. 14. I don't know.
I'm gonna say 22.
Hey, I heard
feel like-
14.
I feel like
22?
breaking into the 20s might be too high. I'm gonna say
Say a number. Come on.
23.
Oh, wow. Okay.
23.
He
Okay, so
didn't
I
wanna
heard.
go into the 20s, but he did it just to Price is Right me.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a 14, I heard a 22, and I heard a 23. The correct answer is 21. So
Damn
I
it.
think
I went the wrong way.
you went the wrong way, but it is 21. 21 nominations.
What's
My second question.
I'm taking that
is-
point. I'm taking that point home.
Okay, Daniel, you take that point.
Hell yeah.
All right. So second question is, what Martin Scorsese movie holds the all-time record for the F-bombs?
Oh, The Departed.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
heard
I don't know,
Departed.
but that's probably it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyone? You sure? I mean, there's a lot of movies out there.
I'm saying The Departed.
Anthony and Daniel, any different answers?
No, just go.
Hugo.
Hugo.
Yeah.
Oh, Hugo. Well, no, sorry, Skyler. The right answer is The Wolf of Wall Street, and it holds 506 F words.
Oh,
That's a lot.
really? Hmm.
Are we talking just words that start with F or specifically the bomb?
Oh,
We
no,
don't
we're
have
talking
those stats. Next question.
we're talking about the F bomb. Well, the last question is, what is the first fantasy movie to win Best Picture at the Oscars?
Return of the King.
Okay, I heard Return of the King here.
I mean, that's the right answer. So I'll say The Hobbit 2.
Uh-oh.
Desolation of
no.
Smaug.
That one's not even as good as the first one, which is still not that good.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Or
okay.
Stardust. How about Stardust?
Oh,
Matthew
Ooh.
Vaughn.
well,
Who is the real Agent Stardust?
Yeah.
oh, well. The real answer, you guys are correct. The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
Don't say you guys. I was the only one that said it.
All right, Skyler, you got the point. All right,
Yay.
so let's get into the Oscars here, the nominations. So we got, I believe, 23 nominations. So let's get right into it. So we're starting our.
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Who's everybody's favorite Oscar?
The Grouch?
From The Office, the one from the trash can.
Oscar.
That's a good question.
Actually, that's a good question.
Meyer.
Oh, the Wiener.
Mm.
Okay,
Big
that's
fan.
good.
Oscar.
It's a weenie whistle.
Okay.
Well, I know this kid back in middle school. His name was Oscar, and he kind of looked like a fish.
That's hurtful.
That's a lot of fish.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Skyler, for that question. I was thinking about that.
Wonderful question.
Let's get right into the nominees here. So let's start with writing. Writing original screenplay. The nominees are A Nominee of Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Lives.
For this one, I'm gonna say The Holdovers.
I am going to agree. There's a lot of good ones on this list, minus Maestro. So I will say The Holdovers. I think it's incredibly clever. It's really well done. So that's my vote.
All right. Daniel, how about you?
No, see, these fools are voting with their heart and for the one that they like, maybe.
Sure.
I'm gonna say Anatomy of a Fall because
Oh.
everyone's talking about that, and I think it won a Golden Globe.
Yes, it did, and I am agreeing with you, Daniel. I'm also going with Anatomy of Fall. The movie, well, I hate the ending, but the whole writing of the whole entire movie was pretty good, so I'm going with that.
Well, not the entire movie, clearly.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I can still pick it, right?
Nope.
It's your show.
Well, the next one is writing adapted screenplay, American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest.
So this is tricky because this category has Oppenheimer in it, and more so than Golden Globes, where we were all pretty positive on Oppenheimer taking home some awards. Like Oppenheimer is a movie for the Academy. Like those old vultures love war pictures, and it's a wartime movie. So anything with Oppenheimer has a really good chance of that being the answer. But this one, I'm just gonna take a different shot, play the field, and I'm gonna say American Fiction for this one.
Damn it. That was going to be my choice. But my whole suggestion was going to be that listen to the title, American Fiction. These are
Yeah.
people that are going to be voting off of things that simple. And American Fiction was really well. So, yeah, I'm going to go with American Fiction because it is about books and writing.
Pretty much.
Simple as
Yeah,
that.
I'm also going with American Fiction as well. It just makes sense to me. What about you, Daniel?
Barbie. I'm going with Barbie. Here's the thing. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just put my Johns on the table. I have seen like one movie that's been nominated.
Get those Johns off my table.
So I'm
Please, no Johns.
I'm basing all of my predictions based on cold hard science. And cold hard science says the only two things that have won awards for writing already this year are American Fiction and Barbie. American Fiction won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Adapted, and Barbie won it for Best Original, which you might be thinking, oh, well, we should give it to American Fiction like everybody else did because adapted. But, I mean, Barbie's right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
and I just want to be different.
Hey, it's good to be different. I like that pick. That's a bold
We
pick.
can't all say the same thing.
No, that's true.
that's
true.
If it is the right answer, you can. But I see what you're saying.
Maybe because I feel like there's a few categories ahead that Barbie to me is the Throw You a Bone movie of the
I
Oscars this year. So I feel like there's a few up ahead where it's going to be like, hey, Barbie, here's an attaboy. Here you go.
There's
I don't
yeah,
know if it's
there's
this one.
Anthony and I are on the exact same wavelength so far.
Mhm.
I don't want to sound too down on Barbie because a lot of people really like Barbie.
I liked
But
Barbie. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I like it too.
throw you a bone is the exact terminology I was going to say. Where I was looking at this whole list and I was like, they're gonna give Barbie something, but
Mhm.
it's not because the Academy liked it. It's gonna be a political thing. Like, yeah, we'll give Barbie this one.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
they snubbed Margot Robbie, so that's a big thing.
Debatable.
She's nominated for something though, isn't she?
No, she got
The
No.
snubbed.
word snubbed gets thrown around a lot these days.
Because I saw somebody. She might have been. Maybe she was nominated for a different, like maybe not at the Academy Awards, but was she nominated somewhere else? Because I remember people saying that she
Yeah.
was nominated for something. And Greta Gerber was nominated for something, but it wasn't the things that they wanted them to be, or something. I
They
don't
were
know.
not nominated for Best Actress or Best Director in the Oscars. So that's what they're
Yeah.
referring to.
Right. But I guess because Greta also wrote it, so I guess this would be hers. Yeah, if she won this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says right there, Greta Gerwig. So yeah, she was
Oh, I didn't even
nominated.
open the thing. I wrote my own
Gerber.
notes.
you should open that link.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So the next category is visual effects. So this could be a toss-up here. The nominees are The Creator, Godzilla -1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Do we say part 1 here? I want to say part
Okay.
1.
It says
It
part one
says
there.
part 1 on the list.
Yeah, I did.
And for the record, it also says part 1 on all the Blu-ray releases, which pisses me off.
Oh, well,
Get them while you can.
You have to wait for
Yeah.
the re-release.
and Napoleon.
Yeah, this one's kind of anyone's game, I think. I don't think -1 will win. I loved -1 like a lot. But I feel like an Academy answer is either Mission Impossible or Napoleon. I didn't see Napoleon, but like people who did, tell me how good did it look when that horse fucking exploded?
Man, it was good.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. This is one of the few ones where I'm going with just my heart on this. I'm gonna say Guardians because I like Guardians, and there's visual effects in that movie. That's why it's here.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit. I mean, Godzilla -1 would be the sort of like the story of the show, you know?
Yeah.
We got that video of them seeing that they were nominated.
Yeah.
That would be a real sort of rags to riches tale. I'm gonna say The Creator, just because Gareth Edwards always creates these sort of worlds, whether they're interesting or not, but they feel grounded and real, and there's a lot of things in that film that look like the kinds of things that people look like for special effects. You know, people with half heads and, you know,
Yeah.
spaceships, and they're all dirty and they got grime. And I think that's where his movies shine. And I feel
Yeah.
like this is one of those movies where it's like the Academy looks at it and goes, "That's good special effects," because it looks like
Yeah.
real. Like I said, my heart, like you sort of mentioned, is with Godzilla because I think that would be really, really cool to have them win. But I'm gonna say The Creator.
You're probably very, very right. I'm not gonna change my answer, but yeah, that's a safe. I think that's good.
Daniel, what about you?
I also went for Guardians of the Galaxy because number one, I think this is. I might be wrong because I don't know what else Disney made this year, but I think this might be like one of the only ones that they're nominated for. I think they because they also got Elemental for like animated or something, but I don't think they're on here a lot.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I think
the Marvels got snubbed.
oh wow, but no, because I think everyone knows that the Oscars are pretty political, and I think Disney is gonna take home something. And also, like, I don't know, man, Rocket looked really good, so
He did.
why not?
A lot of good stuff in that movie. I mean, I agree with that.
It's a good movie. I'm going with Godzilla -1. The budget for this film was like less than anything. It was like less than I think 20 million, and Godzilla looked amazing. So I think that's the reason why I'm picking Godzilla -1 because the way how Godzilla looks in that cheap way. So I'm picking that.
There is kind of a disconnect between certain foreign films, like Japanese films, how their visual effects end up looking versus how visual effects in like US release films look, Like
Right.
I don't know, I don't want to say that like there's a different bar, but there's like it looks different, and you can tell. So that's part of why I'm thinking that -1 won't take it. But let me tell you, if it does win this category, I will cheer very loudly if I'm watching live, which I might not be.
Well,
Right.
the one that won best visual effects at the Critics' Choice Awards was Oppenheimer, and that's not even nominated. So I had no science to go off. I had to entirely guess.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. All right, and then the next category is sound. Sound. Dun, 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 dun. That was my Jaws impression.
Thank you.
That's music.
I
Thank you.
thought that was The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, I got
That
it.
was a-
Dun, 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 dun. No, that's Indiana Jones. But the nominees are
Ow.
What?
no, anyway.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
the nominees are for sound: The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, and Zone of Interest.
I mean, I can go first on this one.
Go ahead. Go
Sure.
ahead.
I'm going Oppenheimer. Could bomb go boom? Bomb go boom real good. People like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good point. It goes quiet and then it goes boom. And
Yes.
I think that's the key thing is that there's a big quiet
Yeah.
sound and then
Yeah.
a big loud sound. And I
Yes,
think
Bomb
that's what
Go
the
Boom.
Academy wants to hear.
Like everyone was really hyping it up before the thing started, where they were like, "Sound real good in this." So like, I don't know, why not?
Unless
I didn't see any of these movies.
unless there's something we're not thinking about here.
Sure.
Because the Academy, Daniel, have you ever seen the Academy?
I've been to Academy Sports and Outdoors. Is it similar?
No, they
Yikes.
don't go there. The people that make up the Academy, they are the bad guys from the Dark Crystal,
What Skeksis?
those disgusting bird creatures that are just like screaming and hollering at each other.
I think they're Skeksis.
Yeah. That's the Academy.
Oh,
So
don't
when
you get a vote?
when there was no, that's Screen Actors Guild. That's different.
Oh, okay, all right.
That would be
there's a
great.
s-
Skyler, that would be a real like wait a minute, you can't sit through predictions. You're just like you voted on it. You can sway the vote.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so maybe the loud boom was too loud for them, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
Made him fly off the electrical wires with the rest of the birds. I see. I
Uh-oh.
get you.
Right. I
That
mean,
being said,
Maestro has music in it, and that's
Yeah.
one of those things where there's like live, diegetic music. So I could see that taking it, but I'm still gonna say Oppenheimer with Daniel. But I think
Yeah.
Maestro might also be a thing because it's like, ooh, there's sound in the film.
Even though I just played devil's advocate with the Dark Crystal defense, my answer is also Oppenheimer.
Yeah, mine is also Oppenheimer for sound. The next category is live action short film. The nominees are The After, Invincible, Night of Fortune, Red, White, and Blue, and The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
I've got no knowledge of any of these.
I've never heard of any of these.
So I'm gonna say Henry Sugar.
It's a good name.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say Henry Sugar because that's the Wes Anderson one. So I'm
Ye-
gonna say Henry Sugar. I would like to say Robert Kirkman's Invincible, but I won't. I'll say Henry Sugar.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
also
joke,
going.
right? That's not actually related to Robert Kirkman's Invincible, right?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Well, the website doesn't have pictures. How am I supposed to know?
We've
they've got all the money in the Academy, and they couldn't put pictures on their website.
because they
Show a
also
picture.
have names.
Don't read the names.
Yeah, don't read the names.
I heard a lot of good things about The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I think that's what the Academy's going to pick, so I'm also going to pick the Wes Anderson Henry Sugar.
Pour some sugar on me.
Yeah, I mean, sure. That's the only name I recognize on here, so I'm gonna go with Wes Anderson, I guess.
Sounds good. The next category is animated short film. The nominees are Letter to a Pig, 95 Cents, Our Uniform, Patchy Dorme,
Pachyderm.
Pachyderm, War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko.
Once again, yeah, this is a shot in the dark. Let's just all say a thing. I'm gonna say War's Over.
Our
Sure.
Uniform.
All right. We all have to say a different thing now.
Sure.
Give me the pig.
Big. Daniel?
I'm trying to imagine which one they would be able to say the actual names of the people who won it, because I don't think they want to completely drop the ball again.
No, maybe someone will say pachyderm wrong like Abrar did. They should put John Travolta up there.
Yeah.
Oh, the wickedly talented.
Wickedly talented pachydermy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go with our uniform because it sounds like maybe it's about.
Oh, it was supposed to be all different. You ruined it. Get him off
I
the
thought
show.
you said letter to a pig.
No,
Of
Abrar
course
said our
said it.
uniform.
I said our uniform, but it's okay. You can pick the same one.
No, it's fine. I'll say no. It doesn't matter. I'll say pachyderm. That's funnier.
All right, pachyderm.
It's gonna be 95 cents, I guess.
It's still ruined.
The next category is. Where am I? Oh, here we go. The nominees are Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Category.
Production design.
Excuse me. The category is the production design. The nominees are Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
This one's tough. Yeah,
this one's tough because they've all got sets.
Yeah, really good ones.
Yeah. Barbie's very colorful, so it's like, oh, maybe. But Napoleon's all like historical, wartimey. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Also Oppenheimer, like back in the 1950s, they wear that type of
I did say Oppenheimer again for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a bunch of old cars in that movie, and the Academy are going to be like, I remember that car. That's what it's going to be like. So yeah,
that's fair. My heart wants to say Poor Things because of how beautiful that movie was. Like it's such an interesting world that's so almost our own, but isn't. But yeah, like we described earlier, I think this is going to be one of the Barbie ones. It has a big plastic looking set. I don't know if you saw that like special features thing where it was like we didn't use a whole lot of CGI, but then it was revealed that like they hid stuff with CGI. So
it was like the Watergate scandal. They were like, we used CGI to cover up how much CGI we were using.
Yeah, very, very gross. So I'll say Barbie.
Gotcha. So
Barbie, waste of money.
They spent a lot of money on pink for Barbie. I do agree with it, Anthony. Poor Things, it is very colorful and beautifully designed, but I think Barbie will take it home.
Maybe. Entirely possible.
Yeah.
I also went Barbie for the record.
Okay.
For all this, I'd have nothing else to add to that. Just it's really colorful, and I saw a couple of clips from it where they made the dream house, and it looked like the dream house, and like that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Points for it.
There we go. All right. The next category, it's a big one at least for the Oscars. Yeah. So we're like right into it right here, but of course there's other categories. But for this one is the Best Picture. The nominees are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. 10 nominees.
It's a lot of good movies here. I'll be honest. It feels like this when we get to the end of every year. There's always a lot of good films. You hit that like summer period, and you're like, oh, movies suck. But then you get towards the end of the year, and you're reminded how good movies can be. But I mean, I want it to be, and I expect it to be Oppenheimer. It feels like that sort of culmination of everything going on. It was both a critical success, it was a financial success. Everyone saw it. It was a big deal, and it's something that I feel like it got people back on the Christopher Nolan train. I feel like post Inception, people were kind of down on him for one reason or another.
Sure.
But now everything's back. So this is the time. Finish the story. It's Oppenheimer.
Oh boy.
Finish the story.
I think it came down to 2 for me. And shockingly, neither of them were Oppenheimer. Although if Oppenheimer wins, I cannot be mad at that. So I almost said Killers of the Flower Moon, but instead I'm going with The Holdovers.
Wow.
Ooh,
interesting.
Okay. That'd be good.
A comedy winning the Best Picture.
Yeah, it may be kind of a long shot, but It's my pick nonetheless.
I like
That's a
that.
good pick.
Daniel, what about you, man?
So yeah, because I'm not the cinephile that you guys are, I had to apply science to this one, which immediately narrowed it down to 4. Anatomy of the Fall won the Golden Globe for non-English movie and the Critics' Choice Award for foreign, but I don't think the Academy respects foreign films, so they're not getting that one. Barbie won
Parasite won.
Parasite.
Yeah, but
Hey,
they did
here's
their
the thing.
they threw
We'll
their
get to
bone.
it. Anatomy of Fall is not nominated for non-English speaking foreign film, international film.
Which is
It's
crazy.
not there.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You're right.
They
I didn't notice
submit
that,
it.
but you're right. That's weird. Barbie won the Golden Globe for like box office achievement or something, which is meaningless. I think to the Academy.
It was a made up category that they made up.
The
And
Barbie
then
Award.
To Barbie.
the Critics' Choice Award for Best Comedy Musical, which I also don't think they respect very much at the Academy, so it's not that one. Poor Things won for the Golden Globe for musical comedy, which again I don't think they really respect. So I came to the same conclusion as seemingly everyone else, that Oppenheimer feels like the surefire here, because they won the Golden Globe for Best Drama and the Critics' Choice Award for just Best Picture. So, I mean, that feels like it's already won twice. So why not? I'm not going to vote against this one. You know what I mean?
Safe bet.
Gotcha. Well, for me, so I thought about this particular category for at least 2 hours before
a whole
I
movie.
slept. Yeah,
The entire duration of SmackDown when nothing else was happening.
Yeah. Well, not during SmackDown, but when I was in my bed, just thinking like, who should win the Best Picture? I was thinking about 2 hours, and I went down to 2 nominees, and that is Oppenheimer and American Fiction. The way American Fiction ends is hilarious.
I can agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Oppenheimer, that's of course it's a great movie. What can I say? It's a master. It's like you said, Anthony. It's like post Inception, Tenet. This is Christopher Nolan's best film so far at the moment.
Yeah.
So I closed my eyes twice, and I opened them again, and I said the word Oppenheimer.
And then he appeared.
Yeah, no, well, you had to say it 3 times for that.
Well, I'm glad that I
nude
didn't.
Cillian Murphy in your bedroom.
Oh,
Sitting
like
in
please.
there.
Smithers coming through the window.
My first time I seen a naked person in the movie was Cillian Murphy in 28 Days Later. That was my first time.
Oh, what'd your mom say?
I saw it
He's
by myself.
grounded.
But yeah, okay, let's move on then. The next category is music, original song. The nominees are The Fire Inside from Flaming Hot.
That is so funny that this is here.
Right?
Yeah.
I was confused when I saw it. I was like, is that the movie I think it is? It was.
Yeah, on Hulu.
They need to stop making these fucking movies. They just announced a Pop-Tart movie. I'm
Hey,
sick of it.
That's a fake movie.
Oh yeah, that's coming out.
I was told that Air was okay.
It was alright.
I don't know.
I'm Just Ken from Barbie. Music by Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt. It Never Went Away from the American Symphony. John Baptiste. What?
I was waiting for this whole time. I was waiting for you to have to
read
say
the English
this.
translation, Abrar. You had it out. It's right there.
Oh damn! Hold on.
I was wondering how Abrar would say this, and I was thinking about it for 2 hours.
Yeah, during
In
SmackDown.
bed. You blinked twice.
Yeah. And then I said it out loud, and Abrar appeared.
Wahasashi.
No.
A song for my people from the Killers of the Flower Moon. And the last nominee is What Was I Made For? From Barbie by Billie Eilish.
God.
That's the one I'm gonna go with. Earlier we talked about the Academy throwing Barbie a bone, and I think this is one of the spots that they'll do it.
It is nominated twice, so that is a very huge possibility. It should have been the Push cover that he did. Would have gone with that. But yeah, I'll say What Was I Made For? Because that won a Golden Globe, and it's Billie Eilish. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I also went for What Was I Made For? I went and listened to all these songs because I had not heard any of them before. I think Wazaze or whatever has like they're not going to pick it, but I feel like a different kind of award show might have, just for like, hey, we almost never hear this kind of music anywhere, so give it the bone. And I do genuinely think that It Never Went Away, the American Symphony song, is probably the best of these songs in my opinion. But yeah, what was I made for is like it feels like a pop hit, which I guess makes sense because it's Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
the other Barbie song is just bad, and I think it was supposed to be based on because I saw the scene it was in. I think it was intentionally supposed to be like pretty cringe, so I don't know why it got nominated.
Are you talking about I'm Just Ken?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm picking that. I'm picking I'm Just Ken. I think I don't know if you saw the reaction of Ryan Gosling when his song won the award. That reaction was funny. So I'm like, maybe they'll do it again with I'm Just Ken.
Ryan Gosling has a very understandable contempt for award shows, and I gotta respect him for it.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna win it just to get another GIF out there on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's honestly believable.
I am I am sad that my girl Dua Lipa is not nominated for the original song. But it's okay.
You're a girl, huh?
Yeah, man. My next category is music original score. The nominees are American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
Was anybody else equally surprised to see Dial of Destiny on there as they were to see Flamin' Hot on there?
Yeah,
it's so funny. It's like it just put John Williams on there. It's almost like obligatory. That's really great.
Original my ass. I've been hearing this song since the 80s.
Exactly.
It's your boy Ludwig is taking this one, Abrar.
Yeah, I'm also picking him.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. I mean, the Poor Things music is so good. It's so original. It's like from the very first shot of the film, it's extremely mesmerizing and it's like catches you off guard in a way. But Oppenheimer, the way the music is sort of integrated into the film itself, it's almost like I couldn't imagine the movie without the music. The way it flows and the way everything, it's almost dreamlike in a sense, which is ironic compare that to Poor Things. But yeah, I mean, Ludwig Göransson does so much good stuff, and he's won quite a bit. But I think this is going to be another win for him. I thought Oppenheimer's music was integral to the film.
Yeah. I feel like the music is like an actor in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, it's very important for sure.
Very important. And Danny, you said
well, I'm also going Oppenheimer. It already won the Golden Globe and the Critics' Choice Award. I'm not betting against Brady.
80 for Brady.
Yeah, where's that one's nominated?
Snubbed.
Yeah, they're snubbed.
That's two. The Marvels and 80 for Brady, both snubbed.
Next year.
The next category is makeup and hairstyling. Oh, you're laughing.
I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm excited.
I think I know why.
The nominees are Goda by I shouldn't say that. By Karen and Hartley, Maestro, Kuzo and Haroro.
Say the names. You haven't said the names this whole time. Just say the movie.
That's true. That's
true.
Let me start over. Makeup and hairstyling. Hairstyling nominees are Goda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Snow.
Give me the big nose.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
You sure?
Give me the big nose.
You sure about this?
They put a Groucho Marx nose on him. He has to win.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what movie we're talking about.
It's
Maestro. He's talking about Maestro.
Okay.
They gave Bradley Cooper a big fake rubber nose.
Does it look good?
No,
I mean it looks fine, but it's so yeah. Bradley Cooper plays real life composer Leonard Bernstein, and obviously playing a Jewish man, he wears a very large prosthetic nose. And when you look at the real person, it's like, hey, wait a minute, is his nose that much bigger than Bradley Cooper's? Not really. So there's a bit of a stir online. So that's why.
Absolutely could have just not done a big rubber nose, but they did. 100%. So they need to win an Oscar for it, I think.
Very controversial. I'm going with Poor Things. Makeup, hairstyling.
The smart choice.
Yeah. I mean, you see Emma Stone, you see her doing with all those
Hey, you
outfits and
calm
hairstyling.
down.
Her hair's long in that movie. It's a
She
big
does have long hair.
hairstyle.
I like that
Yeah.
you're
Black.
going for that and not what they did to Defoe. You're like they made her hair long.
Oh yeah,
No.
you're right. Willem
That's
Dafoe will look
just
crazy.
normal.
I mean, Willem Dafoe always looked like that, right?
No.
Yeah, no, he did. I agree. Also, Poor Things.
Yeah, Poor Things.
I'm also saying Poor Things, but not because of the long hair.
Okay, I mean, her hair is jet black. I have never seen that hairstyle, but
Daniel's saying it for Mark Ruffalo's mustache. That's what he's
Yeah.
going for.
that's a very
That's true.
curly.
You
very,
got me.
Very
Well,
curly, very curly.
Bradley Cooper is gonna help take this Oscar right out from under your big noses.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that. Cut that.
No, I'll keep it. The next category is international feature film. The nominees are Captain EO, Perfect Days.
Captain Neo.
Well,
Whoa, Michael Jackson?
No. EO.
Capitano.
Habitano. Thank you, Habitano.
No, I like Captain Neo instead.
Perfect Days. Actually, let me say the country name because that's part of the category. So let me start over here. International feature films. Io Capinio, Italy.
All right.
Perfect Days, Japan. Society of the Snow, Spain. The Teacher's Lounge, Germany. And The Zone of Interest, United Kingdom.
Zone of Interest is the only one nominated for Best Picture, so it's going to be Zone of Interest.
That's the rule.
That makes sense. I did see the trailer for Perfect Days in theaters, and that looked, from the trailer, that looked like it could be a good film. But
you should watch it then.
But it hasn't come out yet. I think it's coming out like next month. But I was gonna watch this movie, but I stopped. It's a Society of the Snow, but I'm picking Society of the Snow. But I will watch it.
You're a strange little man.
No, I was gonna watch it. I was like, I'm gonna watch something else. But I will watch it. Don't worry, I'll watch it. All right. So everyone's picking Zone of Interest.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. The next category is film editing. Nominees are Anatomy Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
I'm going Oppenheimer.
Same.
I don't have anything to say about it. It's just I think that's what it is.
So I came very close to saying Oppenheimer. But I opted for Killers of the Flower Moon instead, just because I looked at my predictions and I didn't have a whole lot of Scorsese taking home the gold. So
Skyler's looking at his list and he's noticed he's got too many heel wins. So he's like, all right, I gotta change that up a bit.
But I'm not gonna say Oppenheimer because their editing was lame. Get it? Because it was Jennifer Lame is her name. I'm saying that for the people at home. I'm not insulting that movie. I liked it.
Skyler, why would you say that?
Oh, move on.
That's so rude, dude.
Well, I'm picking Anatomy of Fall because this movie pretty much takes place in a court room, and they usually go back in flashbacks and flash forwards. So I'm going with Anatomy of Fall. I know it's a big thing because usually the Oppenheimer is a big movie here, but I'm picking Anatomy of Fall.
All right.
The next category is documentary short film. The nominees are The ABCs of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, The Last Repair Shop, and Ni Ni Wapu.
That's probably not correct, but here we are. Who knows anything about these?
Absolutely nothing.
Let's all just say one. The ABCs of book banning. That's my
I want
choice.
the barber one because it sounds like it might be about a murderer.
I'm not. Go ahead.
I'm also picking The Barber of Little Rock.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing the we all pick different things one this time. I'm going to say the ABCs of book banning because I can very much pick. Going off the name, I'm assuming it's about banning books, and so these people have a real message, and they're going to win, and the guy's going to get up there, or the lady by the looks of the names, She's gonna get up there and she's gonna be like, "I want to talk about banning art from schools, banning books from school," and they're gonna play her off and they're gonna drag her away with a big hook. They're like, "All right, you just did documentary short film. No one cares." There she goes with her real message.
I hope that happens.
Yeah, me too. All right, moving on.
All right. The next category is documentary feature film. The nominees are Bobby Wine in the People's President, The Eternal Memory, Four Daughters, To Kill a Tiger, 20 Days in Mariupol.
I'm gonna say booby wine, as Abrar put it.
I'm picking To Kill a Tiger because it's hard to kill a tiger.
Don't kill a tiger.
And look at the name on there. Look at David. What's that last name? Oppenheim.
He's cheating. He's cheating.
That's clever.
I might get confused.
He's hiding in there.
He's stolen it.
You know what? I'm gonna say The Eternal Memory because on the listing we're looking at here, there are no names, and that's mysterious.
It's
That is
real.
very
It just happens.
Who made this thing? I'm putting them.
All right. I think Daniel, who do you got?
I went for 20 Days in Mariupol because I'm pretty sure about the Ukrainian war. And
Yeah.
that's a pretty pressing thing happening right now. So I feel like they might be like, "Hey guys, stuff sucks." I don't know. I don't know what any of the other ones are about. I didn't bother looking at them.
That's all right. That's all right. That's the point of the Oscars. The next category
is to not watch the movie.
Not watch just like the Academy would have did.
Exactly.
The next category is directing. All right, there's a big one here. The nominees are Anatomy Fall, Justin Tarite, Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese, Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan, Poor Things, Yorgos Lanthimos, and The Zone of Interest, Jonathan Glazer.
Ew.
Once again, Chris Nolan, finish the story. Do what he can.
It's Nolan.
Yeah, I also went for Nolan, but I did bounce on the idea of Scorsese for a second because I was like, he's probably the most recognizable director name on there. But yeah, I mean, Oppenheimer's the critical darling this year, so I'm not going to go against it.
You think kids know Martin?
They do.
Yeah,
because
he does TikToks.
TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, damn it!
We went the same place.
Well, there we go. The next category is costume design. All right, this one it could be anybody's. Nominees are Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
Now, I've gotten screwed on this one before because when I think of costume designs, I think of costumes, and often the award instead goes to things that are just period dress from years ago.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I've decided to get screwed again, I guess, because I went Barbie because I was like, this feels like a shirt for that feels like the one that did the most we made costumes, you know?
Right.
Which is not what the Academy cares about, but whatever. That's what I went with.
Yeah, I guess to go along with what Daniel said, that's why I'm picking Killers of the Flower Moon because it's a ton of period accurate outfits and the Native American sort of outfits that are included in there.
Sure.
The different kinds of grays. Golly, I wonder how long that took. So that's why I'm saying Killers of the Flower Moon for costume.
You're right. You were so right.
So this is going to be an interesting one because I'm saying Poor Things.
A lot of pretty dresses.
Yeah. That's to go along with exactly what Daniel was saying. When the Academy says costume, they don't mean costume. They mean dresses.
Yeah,
so
that's Blue Beetle.
That's where I'm saying Poor Things.
I'm also going with Poor Things. There is a lot of costume designs there, and there's a lot of no costume designs, if you know what I mean.
Behave.
Do people get naked in that one too?
I have to go there. I was traumatized when I saw that.
Traumatized.
It was a little bit of both. No, it's a drama film. That's fine.
For sure. No, it's a comedy. I'm
trying to give you an out, Abrar.
Abrar, remember, we said Oppenheimer for sound, right?
Sure.
Or at least someone did. I don't know.
I did.
Oppenheimer for sound because
Big boom.
it's noise and then the absent of noise. You
Yeah,
know,
it's really about the notes you don't hear.
it's about the clothes you see and the clothes you don't see.
Exactly.
So
Thank
you're
you.
saying
Whenever-
Oppenheimer?
So
whenever-
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Whenever the clothes are gone in Poor Things, people should be thinking, "Where are the clothes?"
Yes.
They're thinking that a lot then. Yeah.
It's really a thinking man's costume.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Well, yeah, I'm also going to port things. The next category is cinematography. Cinematography. The nominees are El Condon, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
It comes down to 3. I would say Killers, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Poor Things is so experimental at times
Yeah.
that might scare the Academy a bit.
Ooh.
But I mean,
They did do a lot of everything everywhere, though. You know what I mean?
that's true.
Mm.
Did that prepare them for the fisheye lenses in Poor Things?
Well,
I
I'm
don't
hoping
know.
not, because I said Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know what? Fuck it. This is my wild card. I'm saying Poor Things. They liked the skater music video fisheye lenses like I did,
Sure.
so that's why I'm gonna say that.
I'm saying Killers of the Flower Moon on this one.
Wow.
Safe bet.
I'm going with Poor Things. Like you said, fisheye lens. We might see Tony Hawk in the Oscars because he's a pro skater. But yeah, I'm going for Poor Things. I don't know what to say from there.
Has he ever been invited before, Tony Hawk?
He's a popular guy. I'm sure he has.
Like somebody took him to the Oscars.
I'll take him.
All right.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll take him. The next category is animated feature film. The nominees
you go.
are. Thank you. I was gonna say cinematography, and I was like, we just did that. The nominees are excuse me. I need to.
Polar Express.
I was gonna say that.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Pneumonia. Not pneumonia. Nimona, Robot Dreams, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Gosh, I wonder which one is directed by Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of good films on here. There's a lot of stories about a lot of these films on this list.
But there's
But,
only
like-
2 that I think have any shot.
It's
Well,
The Boy and the Heron for me.
You
Yeah,
never
that's what I went
know.
for.
You never know. They could say Elemental, the movie that nobody wanted to see until I guess everybody in the world saw it.
The sleeper hit
Yeah.
of the season.
What the hell?
We put it on the TV at work one time, and I saw it there, and I was like, "Yeah, that's a movie." That's all, like, I don't know what else you could possibly say about that. I'm honestly surprised it was nominated. But The Boy and the Heron, like, I look at the voice cast of that, and I'm like, yeah, there's probably people who would vote for that because they're like, I know those guys. Because the Academy didn't watch it, like, they didn't.
I'm sure they have.
No,
No. No.
no,
I also don't believe that they've watched Spider-Man either.
yeah.
I think you know what? I believe the Academy watched the trailers for these
Oh
movies.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't think they've watched the movies, no.
Probably not. But that's, that's just the normal situation. It's not a good situation, but it is the normal one.
I can see Spider-Man taking it just because of how good the animation is.
Yeah,
Double whammy. They win it
especially the
again.
second one.
Yeah. Because it is a very well-made movie. That's when you don't let your workers go home.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I'm gonna go with The Boy and the Heron. Yeah. That's my answer. We'll see.
I was going with The Boy with the Heron.
Mhm.
Because that's an obvious pick. But in my gut, I'm gonna
It's-
go with my. I'm not gonna go with my heart. No, excuse me. I'm not gonna go with my brain. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm picking Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say pneumonia again.
No. I'm picking Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That's a good movie. But
Hey,
let's-
those poor tired people need something.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
what I'm
sure
saying.
I'm sure a trophy that their bosses won't let them keep will be just as good as seeing their families over the holidays.
And
Sure, why not?
I'm sure they were served pizza, as their gift. Come on.
Big pizza
Yeah.
party. On the box it says, "Please don't form a union."
Yeah.
Pizza time.
Exactly, Spider. Thank you. Thank you for the yes. The next category is actress in a supporting role. All right, guys, hold your horses here. I'm about to say
I've
the
got my
nominees.
horse.
All right. The nominees are Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer,
Mhm.
Danielle Brooks in The Color Purple, America Ferrera in Barbie, Jodie Foster in Naiad. Naiad.
Hey, you got it.
Thank
There
you.
go.
And Davan Joy Rudolph for The Holdovers.
So I haven't seen The Color Purple and I haven't seen Naiad. So I
Okay.
don't know about their performances. Emily Blunt was really good. Everyone always talks about America Ferrera's speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay, maybe. Oh, Jodie Foster's good in other stuff that I have seen. And then I got to the bottom and was like, oh, no, that one.
Yeah.
It's Divine.
I agree. It's Divine Joy Rudolph. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these again because I'm the worst.
It's okay.
I wanted to
That's-
say Danielle Brooks because I know her from Peacemaker and I think she's
Sure.
funny.
She's
but
great in
yeah.
Color Purple.
But no, like Divine Joy Randolph has been sweeping this year, so I'm not gonna bet against her. Like,
No,
that's
she's
stupid.
she's great in that movie.
She takes it home. I'm also going with her as well. All right. The next category is this one I have trouble with. Again, trouble sleeping the next day.
Wait, trouble picking or trouble saying the names?
Picking the name.
Okay,
Picking.
well, I
picking
guess we'll
my
see.
numbers. Yeah.
Could be both.
The category is actress in the leading role. The nominees are Annette Bedding in Naiad, Lily Gladstone in Pillars of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hollar in Anatomy of a Fall, Carrie Mulligan in Maestro, and Emma Stone in Poor Things.
You only tripped up once there, but you tripped up with confidence, so I'm going to let it pass.
Thank you.
It's the meme, it's the dream, it's Lily Gladstone. She's going to win.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice. I think Lily Gladstone is a perfectly safe bet. From what I hear, Sandra Hewler from Anatomy of a Fall is another safe bet. But I'm gonna go Emma Stone just because I've never seen a performance quite like that one. It was on paper, you sort of have an idea of what that performance would be like, and it wasn't like that at all. I think she completely knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna go Emma Stone.
I ran my scientific tests and I found that it was pretty fast to narrow it down to Lily Gladstone or Emma Stone. As we're looking for a stone, we got to pick a rock. We're carbon dating these stones, and I found that Lily Gladstone, if she wins, is gonna. Well, she's already the first nominee who's Native American, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other than
Or is it like
what's
first
his name
Native
for the guy
American
from The
woman
Godfather?
or something? I don't know. She's made history by being nominated. I don't
What
know.
about
Yes.
Marlon Brando?
Couldn't tell you. This is not my academy. But because of that, I went for Emma Stone because, Oscar's white and all that.
Let she who is the best actress cast the first stone.
Got him.
Oh. Well, yeah. So again, I said before, I had trouble sleeping at night. Didn't know which stone to pick: Emma Stone or Lily Gladstone. So here's my thought process. So Emma Stone's performance in Poor Things. It was all about character development for this character. She was a baby and became a young woman at the end of the movie. Lily Gladstone, she did a tremendous performance from the beginning and toward the end. I had to, I have to shake around my head and think about which name I like. I'm gonna have to go with Lily Gladstone. I mean, first Native American actress nominee and maybe winner. I'm going with her.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We're down to the last two categories, guys. We're almost here.
Well, Who'd have thought? Not me.
All right.
Let's get started.
Why?
The next category is actor in a supporting role. Supporting. Remember, supporting. And the nominees are Sterling K. Brown in American Fiction, Robert De Niro in Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling in Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things.
I said it before for the Golden Globes, and I'm pretty sure I was right. I think we all were right about it. I don't remember. I'm gonna say it again here. It's gonna be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I think Robert Downey Jr. is a very smart choice. There's a lot of good options here. I mean, all of these were fantastic performances in these movies. Um, Mark Ruffalo was hilarious in every single little bit that he did in Poor Things. It was one of the funniest performances I've seen in the year. The scene in which Mark Ruffalo is trying to kill a woman on a boat, hilarious. Loved it. De Niro is always a safe choice, especially in this movie. I thought he was fantastic, but yeah,
Again
I'm
with
going
the
to
big
agree.
goggles.
Yeah, maybe it's the big goggle award. Who knows? Robert Downey Jr. It's gonna be him. I feel it's a strong choice, and people like that he's not doing Marvel stuff, despite the fact
Yeah.
that what he did in Marvel was good. This was
Yeah.
like a good role in a good movie. So there you
Well,
go.
I think there's the added story to it, whether or not the story is accurate, but the kind of the way everyone's perceiving it, and maybe the way the Academy wants to make it seem is like, oh, you stopped making those pretend Marvel movies and you made a real movie, and look what happened. You got an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
true.
that's kind of what.
Or will
they're-
they go with the guy who said that and give it to De Niro for Scorsese's movie?
No, Scorsese's got his own stuff going on somewhere else.
I
I
mean,
also
before,
went for Robert Downey while we're all on the same page, I'm never gonna bet against someone who's been sweeping, and he's been sweeping. So
before Marvel, before he was Iron Man, he was in the Zodiac movie.
Yeah, so was Mark Ruffalo. Doesn't count.
Damn it.
It's a battle of the MCU boys.
Yeah.
Well, we know Robert Downey Jr. can make good movies that are not Marvel.
Yeah,
like the Shaggy
Doolittle.
Dog.
We went similar
no.
but different directions.
Mine was funnier.
No one's picking Ryan Gosling. Maybe that's an upset pick for most.
Dude, come on. He doesn't even want to be there.
That's a better chance for him to win. Funnier gif.
We all need that.
If he wins, his acceptance speech, just go up and say, "Wow," and leave.
He's in that new movie with Emily Blunt,
Mm-hmm.
the Stun Double movie.
Yeah, it's called The Fall Guy. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want. But I'm picking Robert Downey Jr.
You have to see it.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're gonna see it.
You know I will. I was lying. I will watch it. But yeah, I'm picking Robert Downey Jr. Of course, he did a credible role as what was his character's name? I'm falling a blank here.
No one's gonna help you. Next category.
Actor in a leading role.
All right. The next category is the last one, the 23rd nomination, the weekly talented actor in a leading role. Nominees are Bradley Cooper in Maestro,
Nose.
Coleman Domingo in Rustin, Paul John. Excuse me.
Oh, come on now.
Oh my God.
Stop reading it. Just say it. You know who he is.
Paul Giamatti,
There it is.
blue fat freaking liar in the holdovers.
Whoa! Don't call him fat.
Whoa, hey, whoa!
He was a blue fat liar.
He was the big fat liar.
Oh, sorry.
He was also blue, but at one point.
Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer and Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction.
This one's tough.
Yeah.
So
we're
of
gonna
these
skip it.
actors, yeah, just skip it.
Yeah, let's just
of
leave
these
this one
actors, my favorite personally is Jeffrey Wright. I think that he
It's great.
is great.
Mhm.
And he sort of semi-recently become popular between, like, I would say since maybe like Westworld, I think is when he
Sure.
really broke into like pop culture.
Sure.
He was in James Bond.
He was in
Yeah.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Maybe. And nothing, not a single other thing.
Nope.
Batman.
He was
Hey.
Batman in the audio adventures. That does count.
He's a great Batman. I will
He's
say.
really good.
I will say, yeah.
And Gordon. Not many people can be both. Anyway,
Who's Gordon?
he was Gordon in
Batman.
in the Batman.
Oh, wow. Never saw it.
This guy's hilarious.
No, I pretty much narrowed it down to Paul Giamatti or Cillian Murphy because Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Paul right now has 2 wins going for him because he's got the Critics' Choice Award and a Golden Globe for Best Musical Comedy, and Cillian Murphy only has the one for the Golden Globe for Best Drama because they split it up apparently. I do think the Academy respects drama more than musical comedy, and the critics they don't care what the critics think. So that's why I've been saying this whole time that I'm not going to bet against people who are sweeping, and Paul's kind of sweeping. But I do actually, I'm going with Cillian Murphy because I think the Academy just doesn't respect any of the awards that Paul got. Maybe, I don't know. It's a toss up for me, but Cillian feels like a safer answer.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track with that. I do think it is down between Paul Giamatti and Cillian Murphy. Obviously, a lot of good performances here. Jeffrey Wright was great in American Fiction, but yeah, it's a tough one. I'm also going to say Cillian Murphy. However, if Paul Giamatti does win it, I will not be surprised, and I will also be incredibly ecstatic. So there is that. But at the same time, Cillian Murphy, it's another sort of amazing story of him being in all these movies with Christopher Nolan and everything like that, and then getting to this point where he's the star and really capturing that role. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cillian Murphy. It's the performance of the year.
Yeah, I've been saying since the movie came out in what was it, July, June?
July.
When the hell was Barbenheimer?
July.
Okay, yeah, July. Been saying, we're gonna be seeing this moment of Cillian Murphy in the Best Actor position. And then now just at the finish line, all these dudes catching up to him. So maybe the idea that his name's been floating around much longer for this award season is kind of a bolster for him. He's the name I have written down. I'm just debating if I want to change it.
Yeah,
I do think I want to put out there that I think Jeffrey Wright's going to be the upset if anything.
I agree.
I don't think that they'll go with Paul, even though I love Paul. I would keep him on my shelf if I could. A big teddy bear of a man.
A big teddy bear liar.
But
there he is.
He's
living and breathing.
He's very, very funny in that movie. And I don't think the Academy likes fun.
True.
That's possible, yeah.
So I'll stick with Cillian Murphy. I like that Bradley Cooper's not even getting a look in here.
Nope.
Yeah, he's there. I mean, he's there. You see him smiling, clapping for the other.
It'll be very exciting to see how angry he is when he does not win.
You see
I
in the
don't
eyes.
dislike Bradley Cooper.
I love
but
Bradley Cooper.
He's very mad this award season.
It's the vibe. The internet has placed upon him the title of try hard, and so that is what we are feeling from Bradley Cooper.
Maybe he should stop trying so hard then.
That's true. I mean, his best performance was as a raccoon, not as this maestro of sorts.
Probably also got him the most money.
Oh, definitely. I'm also going with Cillian Murphy. You guys pretty much said it. He is the favorite, but I do see Jeffrey Wright winning it. I think the upset would be actually Coleman Domingo. No one will see that coming.
I don't even know what movie that is.
It's pretty much
movie.
Yeah, it's I think he's a lawyer or something, and he's gay or something about that.
I mean, he kind of just summed it up. That's about it. I think he was also in The Color Purple as well.
Yes, he was.
He's not the lead in that, but he was in quite a few movies last year.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie has Martin Luther King in it. The character, not the guy. He's gone, or is he? Abrar?
He was in the Ravens game last week.
Well, he didn't help them win, did he?
No, he didn't. Let's move on. Let's move on.
If they won, he couldn't dream about it.
Ooh. All right, let's.
Doesn't even. Why is everyone asking like I just said something terrible?
Oh
It
my
was just a
god.
bad joke.
Let's just move on. I'm picking Killian Murphy, but that is the 96 Oscars. What are you guys feeling about your picks?
Great.
I think I'll have some right, and I think I'll have some wrong.
Oh,
I
like
think I'll
Jeffrey
sweep.
Wright?
I'm pretty sure I got every single thing right. I applied science. There's no way I could possibly have gotten anything wrong at all. I 100% nailed it.
True. It's
Yeah.
true.
I think it would be hilarious if me, the person who has undoubtedly seen the least of these movies, got the most right, because that
Well,
would mean
it
that
could
I'm
happen.
exactly like the Academy.
Which ones did you see?
Of the ones that were nominated, I saw Guardians
That's
and I
it.
guess Elemental.
Nice.
I thought you saw Barbie.
Jesus.
No,
Nope.
No.
I
What?
went to the theater when Barbie was in theaters,
right.
because my sisters wanted to take pictures with the stuff, but we never actually saw the movie.
That's
What
not
the
legal.
hell?
That
That's-
cannot be legal.
What?
That's like people who Uber eats movie theater food out of the movie theaters. That's
Oh,
fucking weird.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
That's
and we
really
walked in
tempting,
and they
though.
gave us a free pass to the arcade for like $15 each. And so we walked in, they took pictures with the Barbie stuff, and then we played in the arcade for like an hour and a half and went home.
Theater
What
was
the
this?
hell?
It was at the Eva.
Mm,
They need to sort
Oh,
out
that's
their
not a real
code.
movie theater.
that's not.
No, they added that extra theater because they were not expecting movies to do well this summer, and then they did.
This has been great. I'm so glad that you're talking about how the most movies you saw are an arcade where you had $15.
Can I just say something about
That makes me the
extra-
most like the Academy, unfortunately.
that extra theater that they added? It's the worst theater I've ever been in my
Oh, it's
entire life.
awful. Yeah, I saw
Anthony, it's entirely level. Like the seats aren't on.
Yeah.
What the
on
hell?
the side.
How?
it is like 5 rows of completely level seats.
How do you see the movie?
You simply do not.
You sit in the front like I did.
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, first of all, why are you guys going here to watch a movie? How is this happening?
Well, this may not be a surprise after I say this next part, but that was the last movie I saw there, where I was like, "Okay, I'm not doing this anymore."
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I saw a third one. I also saw the Spider-Verse movie. Okay, I'm doing great.
I saw at Evo. The last movie I saw there was Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, for me, in this entirely flat room with the sound kind of jacked up because it's like the room isn't made for it, I guess.
Because they gutted it.
Yeah, that's where I saw Indiana Jones,
Oh,
and that's when I was like, I think I'm done with this theater.
Jesus Christ, guys, this is terrible.
Bring back Harkins, man.
Well, you're telling me. Me and Skyler have started seeing movies at the much closer and on Tuesday cheaper Cinemark instead.
Well,
yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Allegedly on Tuesday cheaper.
Yeah, because we went and they still paid us or charged us full price that time.
I think it was well, it's because the Iron Claw just came out.
Because they hate us. They saw us and they're like, "Look at those losers. Get 15 out of them."
I recommend AMC because my queen is there, Nicole Kidman.
I don't even know where the closest AMC is.
You have to go to the trash theater in the mall. Yeah.
Oh, what? Ew, no.
Or go to Clear Fork.
Well, can I say something about
what are we doing?
We're complaining about movie theaters because
I like my movie theater.
I like it too.
Which one do you go to?
I go to the Cinemark over here in Roanoke. It's a literally 5-minute drive, not even. I have my membership. I'm always got my tickets. I get a free ticket every month. It's a wonderful time.
Oh boy.
Do they do the thing in the Roanoke Cinemark that they do in the one over here where they just don't clean it ever and then they turn the lights on like right before the movie starts and sweep up 3 things of popcorn and then leave?
That's exactly what happened when we went to see Iron Claw.
Yeah.
We walk in like, oh, look who's early. 10 minutes to the movie starting, which, to be fair, at a Cinemark is like really like 45 minutes because they're gonna hit you with 30 straight minutes of like not even just trailers, just straight up commercials.
Yeah. They play ads like a good 5 minutes into the actual show time. I will say this: I've had a sort of a turning point recently. Because speaking of Iron Claw, when I went and saw Iron Claw, there was a person next to me that was on their phone like almost the entire time, and I was giving sort of like the benefit of the doubt of like, okay, maybe they'll get off their phone eventually, and they just never did, and that was my bad. So when I went and saw Poor Things, there was somebody in front of me on their phone like during the trailers, and it's like, okay, people don't care about the trailers, that's fine, I guess, but it bugs me, but whatever. And then the movie starts. And they're still on their phone. And so I said, enough is enough. And so I leaned over, I leaned to the row in front of me, and I said, hey, the movie's starting. Get off your phone. And I guess the guy was so
Oh,
perplexed by this happening. So he looked up at me and went, oh, thanks. And he got off his phone. So you know what? I'm done. If you're on a phone in my theater, I'm going to
Oh,
tell you to stop.
ooh.
thanks.
I'm laying down the law.
Yeah.
I have a very similar story to that, although it was a while ago, and you'll never believe what fucking movie it was. I was in a theater with our friend Steven.
Thank you,
Bruh.
Steven.
And the theater was fairly empty just because it was like midday. Like this is a very popular movie, did very well, but it was like midday on a weekday, and there are a bunch of like, I don't know, young 20-year-old kids like in the row in front of us basically. And that was the whole theater, right? And one of these young 20-year-old kids is like just on his phone like 10 minutes into the film and just not turn it off. And I tell this, I'm like, "Hey dude, turn off your phone." And he was like, looked at me scared and then turned off his phone. And can you guess what fucking movie that was that could not hold this kid's attention?
Was it
What?
this year?
No.
Oh, God.
It's going to
I
make
don't
the
know.
guessing a lot harder.
It was 2019, if that helps.
Endgame?
Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
Oh,
Jesus.
no.
This kid's on his phone and Thor chops off Thanos' head. And I'm like, you paid to be in here, fella.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest question. Is like, why pay to go be on your phone? You can do that anywhere. Why does it have to be a movie theater?
I think we should normalize being a theater narc. Like if you see something and they don't like, and you tell them to stop and they don't, 100% go grab somebody to throw them out. I've done it multiple times and it always feels great. I love it.
Yeah.
Be a theater narc.
Can we also narc on theaters that have dead pixels and don't change them?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, gosh,
absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Last two movies I saw at Cinemark, dead pixels.
I will recommend AMC. The one at Clear Fork.
Can I just say, last movie I saw at AMC, a lot more dead pixels.
No, go to the one in Clear Fork. It's very bougie, and I recommend to go there.
Okay. I think the last AMC movie I saw was Licorice Pizza, if that gives
Oh.
a frame of reference.
That's a very white film.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. Yeah.
Abrar, you have very white friends. I don't know if you've noticed.
I'm noticing it now. I do remember one time in the theater, I was watching Return of the King for the first time. And it was towards the end of the movie where Gandalf with his eagles getting Frodo. It was around that time. And this lady on their phone, she was talking on her phone with her flip phone. She was just talking for about 10 minutes. And the scene was like Frodo's waking up in the bed and like seeing all those guys. And there's a guy behind me. He was yelling at that lady. He said, "Lady," I don't think he said lady, but he said something. He's like, "Get off your phone!" And the lady got scared, and she got out of the theater.
He ran away. Good. Chase him out.
I guess, but I was like, I was traumatized.
Taking a phone call in a movie theater. That's amazing.
I mean, the movie was 3 hours long, so I don't blame the lady.
No, blame the lady.
Blame the lady.
100% blame the lady.
I
Return
don't
of the
blame
King.
the bear, Kenai.
Return of the King. What were you, like 6?
I was not 6. 2003. I was 8.
Yeah, we would have been like 8 years old.
No,
Yeah.
not 6. Like 8.
Okay. It's completely different.
It is. I can
Growing
talk.
facial hair by then.
Mustache.
Get outta
But
here.
all right. Those were our predictions. Again, let's get back to these guys. Skyler, where can they find you in the socials?
Socials, no. Movie
Okay.
theater, no.
Okay.
But keep an eye out because I may be the real Agent Argyle.
Oh, I know who it is.
I'm not. I also know who it is. And I'm not seeing that whack-ass movie. Go ahead.
All right. Daniel, what about you? Where can they find you?
On Twixter at Daniel J. McG or at YouTube at Daniel McG. To find me nowhere else. I have no other social media. There is nothing else.
Oh man. Anthony, what about you?
You can find me at the theater February 14th seeing Madam Web.
Yes,
That's a lie. That
Yes,
has
sir.
to be a lie.
Certainly not. I'm not seeing that. You cannot pay me to see that. Now you can find me at Anthony Lantern on Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd, of course. You can also find me on YouTube, Anthony Reviews, where Anthony reviews. I just, as of this recording, I had posted my entire collection tour, which is an entire look at my apartment of my collectible action figures, my
Yes.
girlfriend's action figures. It's nearly an hour long, so if you'd like it, just go give it a watch. I'd appreciate it. It's a fun time if you like action figures, I guess. I don't know if you're listening to this and you like that kind of thing, but if you do, check out my channel, Anthony Reviews.
Yeah, there
Oh,
are a lot
yeah.
of action figures there. I saw that video.
Thank you.
But of course, you'll find this guy, Abrar, the Brown Boy Wonder, in the theater with Madam Web and Bob Marley. I'm watching them both.
Okay, so by yourself in the theater then.
I've seen that Bob Marley trailer 50 times.
I hate
Yeah,
you so much.
I love that trailer. But I hate Agent Archive trailer. But of course, you can find this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Where else? Where can they find me? Oh, I just create a Instagram page for the channel for the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. So follow me there at Brown Boy Wonder Podcasts on Instagram.
Hang on, I'm gonna follow that live. Hang on.
Please do.
Yeah,
I
go
think I
on there
only have
now.
like five followers, so hopefully everyone can follow there. I'll be posting the new content on Spotify. Oh, I just got to follow.
Is it the you with the shack head?
No,
No, that's just you.
That's just me.
Which
It's
one's
the logo, the
funny?
podcast logo.
It should be the logo.
he had the Shaq head.
I didn't find it.
If
Brown
you
Boy
type,
Wonders podcast.
yeah, if you type the whole thing in one word. In one word, Brown Boy
I'm sorry,
Wonder.
it's Brown Boy Wonder podcast. There's no S.
Because that other guy sniped your name.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Steven?
Follow. What are you gonna post?
I'll post, content from the podcast and whatever. I'll let you guys know about the new.
Well, hopefully by the
episode.
time people are listening to this, he will have posted this.
Well, whatever you post, you have to let me know because I don't ever open this app.
That's okay. I think I tagged you guys a lot. But yeah, just follow there and yeah. Hopefully the next award.
How are you tagging? I
season?
don't even
What-
have one.
You do have an Instagram page, Daniel.
I don't. I don't think I do.
I
According to
tag
Abrar,
you.
you do.
I tag you.
You know, like a couple months ago, like the conversation on Instagram came up, and Abrar was like, "Oh, you don't use your Instagram?" And I was like, "No, I don't even have it on my phone right now." He's like, "I've been sending you stuff for like 2 years."
I've never made an Instagram. You're following
Well-
a different Daniel, and he's going along with it, and you should be worried. There's
Well,
a skinwalker with my face.
I think you just misunderstood what I'm saying. He's sending me stuff, and I'm not seeing it because I
No,
don't.
he just said he was tagging me too.
I was
Oh,
tagging you.
Abrar.
That's
Oh, I
him.
see the page. It's got a picture of him and his sisters.
Yeah.
What's
It's him.
happening?
It's him as a picture at Christmas. You're
Am I
like
being
young.
impersonated?
You know, Instagram is a Facebook thing, so
Oh, did you steal my Facebook thing and like make an Instagram?
maybe I don't know.
Oh,
Unless you agree
I
to
don't-
it.
I don't like that.
Well,
Well, everyone, follow Daniel on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on
Please.
Instagram. I won't know that you did.
I'm following him now.
It's
All right.
gonna. If I tried to log in, it would probably be like, "What's your password?" And I would not know how to find out.
I'm not gonna follow him. I don't care what he has to say.
It's nothing. I'm saying nothing there.
Well,
all right. Well, let me try to end this here. And that's it, folks. Bye.
that's a good ending.
Thank you.